Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Sonny T. Right back at you with another podcast from Marketers exclusive. Now, I want you to go to Cheeseburger Nation for my podcast, Stealthy Millionaire on Instagram. YouTube is Podcast from Marketers, and Billionaire Vids on Snapchat, Billionaire Vid without the S on Twitter, podcastfrommarketers.com for your free MP3 player. You got to pay for your fucking shipping. Right? And I have a kick-ass SMMA course over there that's kicking Ty Lopez's right in the old britches. You can see all of those links down below in the description and the first comment as well. Go to funnelhackerpro.com for my Facebook group. It's kick-ass, man. Dudes are over there making big progress. Smash that thumbs up, man. I want you to break your fucking mouth, man. If you like this video, man, make sure you comment below. Let me know, man. I want to know what you guys think on these videos, man. I really enjoy the comments. I like talking to each and every one of you, and we have a really cool community going over there. So fucking subscribe to this channel if you like the content. I do videos every day, non-stop. I'll never stop. Boom. All right, guys. So we're on Sunny Summertime Tips number 12. And today, what I'm talking to you about is systems. It's kind of hard to explain what I mean when I say systems. But I don't want you to go. I know there's a lot of gurus will put out content on how to create a system. And when you're talking about growing your business, you want fast growth, okay? And why do you want fast growth? I want to see fast fucking results, man. Nickname my wife used to have for me, it was Mr. Right Now. And it was, I want shit now. I don't want shit 10 weeks from now. I want to see, sales today. I'm one of those guys, right? And I had to start to understand that putting systems in place will ultimately give you fast growth. And we need to get our emotions out of business and understand that a business that that you want to grow, or you want to be able to do something that is duplicatable, okay? You don't want a one-off business, an anomaly or something like that. You want this business to be duplicatable, other people to be able to do it. You want to make it easy enough for a virtual assistant to handle these tasks, and you want to do these tasks over and over and over again. Okay, and so creating your own systems are very important. And why don't I give you what I do every day? It's because my system works for me. It's what I'm comfortable with. It's something that I can do over and over and over again without attaching my emotions to it. Now, to give you an example of something that I don't like doing every day that everybody suggests that you do, that you may be able to do, is emailing every day. Now, I thought that I could email every day, but I can't bring myself to email my list every day. I don't like doing that. So I figured out another way to harness that growth in my email list, and still provide the service through my list, but I found a different medium to work, or a different channel to work besides emailing, to serve the same purpose as emailing every day, some type of value to my my group. Okay. Now, let me say this, that you could have your virtual assistant cold email people every day, okay? And that would be something that is duplicatable, because no matter what goes on, you want to be able to email people every day, a certain amount of times, and nonstop, and not be emotional about the replies that you get from those emails. So that's an example of a duplicatable system, okay? So let's just take we always talking about a social media marketing agency, and I don't want to talk about it today just because I can. So let's not talk about a social media marketing agency, and let's talk about a consulting agency, okay? So you are a consultant, okay? And you still are a marketing consultant, okay? And you want to get new clients. Now, you have to remember, in order to keep this machine going, right? In order to keep on going, you need sales over and over and over again. And so that means, and here we go with the funnel again, right? So here we go. Here's your funnel, okay? And your sales are down here at the bottom, okay? And you need to keep feeding people into the top of your funnel. Remember this is cold, okay? Let's color code this for you guys. So in the beginning, this is cold, okay? And this ugly color here is warm, okay? And this is down here is hot. So sales. So now, you want to keep bringing people into your funnel, and you're going to have different levels of this funnel for your clients, right? And for your work. But how do you get these cold people here? Okay. This is the sales. This is what goes on. You need to keep funneling people in here. And it has to be never ending in order for your consultant work or your consulting firm, in order for it to keep working and churning, you have to keep new people coming in, cold, warm, and hot. Different levels of the funnels are going to happen. And what's going to happen is, after a while, you'll start getting referral work and you'll start being known. And so those referrals will start to come in here, but you're always going to have a sales team doing something, right? So let's just see what that could be, okay? So you don't want to really waste your time on super cold leads. This is what all the sales guys do. Now, they want to have someone else warm those leads up for them. Remember, we have the top of the funnel, and we want to warm those leads up until they get to the point to when they want to actually talk to you, okay? So the first thing, and remember, growth hacking is always something cold. So we know we have calls, which are cold sales calls, okay? And then we also know we have cold emails. And we also have cold direct messages and cold, let's just say social media. Okay. And so all these things can be automated, or someone in a VA, someone like a virtual assistant, needs to handle these things. Now, all you need to do to create a system here is remember what your funnel looks like. We have 3 levels of the funnel: cold, warm, and hot. So here, remember, we had everybody that's here. Now, all you have to do is attach a number here to put your system in. So something to be effective, you want 200 calls a day. Okay, you want, I don't know how many emails a day, but it would be somewhere in the area of 5,000, I would say, automated per day. Direct messages need to be more personal. So that could be something like 100. And on social media, that would be something like 100. Remember, we have our top 100 people that we want to contact, okay? And then we could also do this with podcast. And we want to contact 100 people a day that are in our industry. So now you have numbers attached to your system, okay? So now you know every day that we're going to have a virtual assistant call these people, email these people, direct message these people, and talk to them about your business. And that's the cold side done. Now, the next part of your system, which would be the warm part of your system we talked about already, would be warm. Is what do we do here? Do we direct them towards, once we get a hold of them, and direct them towards content? Do we get them in our email and warm them up? Whatever that case may be, that would be an autoresponder. Okay? And they would get a certain amount of emails to warm them up. Okay? okay, and to see if they're interested in your product. Or if it's blog content, that same autoresponder would send out blog content or YouTube videos, okay? Or maybe you have a Facebook group that they need to join. All of these things happen in the warm stages. Now that they know who you are, we need to show them that you're an authority about what you're talking about, and you need to provide tons of value. So you're going to automate this and make this a system at the warm level, okay? Now, that could also be an automated webinar, which is really important at that stage. You could do an automated webinar and direct them towards your automated webinar, right? So that's the second part of your system. Now, the third part of your system is actually the best part that we want, and that's hot. And what are those? Those are you with follow-up calls. Once they've already been warm and they've entered their phone numbers and said, yes, I'm ready to talk to you about your consulting services or your coaching services, or I'd like you to be a mentor, or whatever it is, your social media marketing agency or whatever it is, this is when you get in and you do your follow-up calls like clockwork with no emotion involved. So once you look down at your calendar and you know that you have 8 follow-up warm calls that people have said, yes, I'm ready to talk to you, and get a free 15-minute consulting call. This is when you make your calls every day like clockwork after your other parts of the system. And that's pretty much how a system works. It's something that you can put together. Now, each system works differently. What I just put together for you is a pretty generic system, right? We can automate the phone calls. We can automate all portions of this. What I want you to do is start to understand that if you want fast growth and you want a consistent flow of new customers and clients and prospects in front of you every day, nonstop, you want to constantly be talking to warm people, you have to have systems in place. You don't want to attach emotion to it. All you want to do is just do that. Give yourself a number, right? So if it's 2,000 people a day that you contact automated, and then the next thing that you have is you know that, okay, so out of those 2,000 people, maybe only 20 people actually respond positively to that first contact. We know that we wanted to go to a webinar of some sort, right? And then maybe, at the end of the day, only 2 people actually schedule a phone call for a 15-minute free consultation, right? And those are actually hot people. And you want to do this every day, nonstop, constantly just automate your process, and one of these will probably close, okay? And you want to constantly be on the phone every day, and you want to just increase these numbers. And that's when you'll be split testing your webinar, split testing your automated messages that you're leaving out, split testing your emails, and so on and so forth. So we can get this number up to maybe 12 people a day that are actually asking for the phone call. The more people you contact, the more you automate your system, the more cash you'll be making in hand. So now I don't want you to totally put together a system now. Remember, these are quick summer tips. What I'd like you to do is understand how these automated systems work, and I'd like you to design a system for what you're comfortable with, okay? So that is your summer tip for today. I want you to design a system for your summer break.